As the countdown to Google I/O 2025 begins, Android fans, developers, and tech enthusiasts worldwide are on the edge of their seats. Less than 2 weeks to go, and leaks and hints are pouring in, pointing to some of the biggest updates we've seen in years. And the most exciting, the future of Android's visual language and interface design is about to be revolutionized. Introducing Material Design 3 Expressive, a bold new approach that promises to inject emotional depth, vibrancy, and personality into every app and experience. Want to know what Google just leaked about Android 16? Stay tuned, because what's coming next will change the way you see and use your device forever. In a surprising turn of events, Google inadvertently published a detailed blog post revealing key insights about its upcoming design overhaul. Although swiftly taken down, the document and an official event schedule confirm that Google is preparing to introduce a major new visual language for Android devices. The leaked information hints at a bold shift from the existing Material U design system to something more expressive, colourful, and emotionally engaging. This leak has set the stage for heightened excitement and speculation. Tech enthusiasts and developers are eager to understand what these changes will entail and how they will impact the design of Android apps and interfaces. Revisiting the evolution of Material Design. To appreciate the significance of this upcoming update, it's helpful to understand the history of Google's design systems. It all began in 2014 when Material Design was introduced as an open-source design language. It aimed to create a unified, intuitive, and visually appealing experience across all Google products and Android apps. Material Design brought with it principles like depth through layered shadows, motion that mimics real-world physics, and a focus on clean, minimalist aesthetics. In 2021, Google launched Material U, a major evolution of the design language that prioritized personalization and adaptive interfaces. With Material U, users could modify their device's look by selecting personalized color palettes, changing the entire UI's color scheme based on wallpaper choices. This shift made Android more expressive and user-centric, allowing interfaces to dynamically adapt to individual preferences. While Material U was a significant step forward, it primarily focused on visual adaptation and personalization. The upcoming Material Design 3. Expressive aims to build upon this foundation by emphasizing emotional depth, bold visual elements, and a more lively, engaging aesthetic. What is Material Design 3 Expressive? According to the leaked information, Material Design 3 Expressive is a new iteration of Google's design system that focuses on creating interfaces that connect with users on an emotional level. Developed through extensive research involving thousands of participants worldwide, this new design language aims to make apps not just usable, but emotionally resonant. Google's research revealed that many users felt current apps looked too similar, often appearing dull or overly sterile. They desired interfaces that are vibrant, dynamic, and capable of conveying personality, something that can evoke feelings of joy, trust, curiosity, or calmness, depending on the context. The research behind the innovation. Google's design team conducted over 46 research studies involving more than 18,000 participants from diverse demographic backgrounds. These studies aim to understand how users perceive and respond to different visual and interactive elements within apps. The results pointed to a clear preference. Users gravitated toward designs that were more expressive, colorful, and lively. Core principles of Material Design. 3. Expressive. Based on the leaked information, here are the foundational principles and features that define this new design approach. Bold use of color and shape. Moving beyond the subtle palettes of previous designs, this iteration encourages the use of vivid, contrasting colors and distinctive shapes to create a lively, energetic interface. Bright, dynamic colors can guide attention, evoke emotions, and differentiate elements effectively. Fluid motion and animation. Motion is being repositioned from a mere aesthetic flourish to a storytelling tool. Purposeful, smooth animations will provide users with visual feedback, guide their focus, and make interactions more delightful. For example, Buttons might animate with lively transitions, or cards might ripple with subtle movements that enhance engagement. Expressive containment. This technique involves creatively using surfaces, layers, and shapes to convey hierarchy and emotion. For instance, a rounded, colourful card might feel more inviting and friendly than a flat, grey rectangle, helping users intuitively understand its importance. Dynamic and contextual UI elements. Interfaces will adapt not only visually, but also behaviourally, responding to user actions with animated feedback that conveys personality and energy. Accessibility and inclusivity. Importantly, Google emphasizes that expressive design can improve usability for all users, including older adults and those with visual or cognitive impairments. Bright colors, clear motion cues, and intuitive shapes help make interfaces easier to navigate and understand. Why is this development exciting? The move toward more expressive, emotionally engaging interfaces is part of a broader trend in technology, designing for human connection. In today's saturated app market, visual appeal alone isn't enough. Users want experiences that are personal, meaningful, and memorable. By integrating vibrant colors, lively motion, and personality into its design language, Google aims to make Android devices and apps feel more alive, more aligned with human emotions and interactions. Think of it like the difference between a static, grey icon and a dynamic, colourful one that reacts with playful animations. This approach isn't just about aesthetics, it's about enhancing usability and engagement. When users feel emotionally connected to an app, they are more likely to enjoy using it, trust it, and recommend it to others. Moreover, expressive design can reduce cognitive load by making important elements stand out more clearly, and improve accessibility by providing visual cues that guide attention. Impact on developers and the Android ecosystem. Google's plans to introduce Material Design 3 Expressive will have a profound impact on the entire Android ecosystem. The company intends to release early alpha code and design assets at Google I/O, encouraging developers to experiment with the new design language before its official rollout. For developers, this presents an exciting opportunity to craft more engaging, visually appealing apps that stand out. By leveraging bold colors, dynamic motion, and expressive shapes, they can create interfaces that resonate emotionally with users. However, Google also emphasizes that expressive design isn't a one-size-fits-all solution. Developers will need to carefully balance bold visuals with usability standards, ensuring their apps remain accessible and intuitive across diverse user groups and device types. Furthermore, the new design language could influence app branding, marketing, and user retention strategies. Apps that incorporate expressive, delightful interfaces are more likely to capture attention and foster long-term engagement. What to expect at Google I/O 2025? The upcoming conference will likely feature a major focus on this new design system. The session titled Build Next Level UX with Material 3 Expressive promises to reveal new emotional design patterns that developers can incorporate into their apps. Attendees can expect in-depth demonstrations of new UI elements like colourful shapes, animated effects, and expressive containment techniques. Hands-on workshops and tutorials showing how to implement these features using Google's design tools and APIs. Early access to design assets and code snippets to help developers prototype and experiment. Insights into user research and testing that underscore the benefits of expressive design. This move indicates that Google is serious about making this a core part of Android's future, aiming to foster a vibrant ecosystem of apps that are not just functional, but also emotionally compelling. The broader significance for Android and beyond. Android's design language has always been a key differentiator, shaping user expectations and influencing app development standards. The shift toward more expressive, personality-rich interfaces aligns with industry trends emphasizing human-centered design. The implications extend beyond aesthetics, a more inclusive experience. Bright, clear visuals and animated cues can help users with disabilities navigate more easily. Enhanced brand identity. developers can craft unique visual signatures that reinforce their brand personality. Improved engagement and retention. Emotionally resonant interfaces foster loyalty and encourage longer app usage. This evolution also signals Google's recognition that emotional design, once considered a bonus, has become essential for creating memorable user experiences in a competitive digital landscape. As we approach Google I/O 2025, the leaked details about Material Design 3 Expressive paint an exciting picture of Android's future. The platform's visual language is set to become more vibrant, lively, and emotionally engaging, transforming how users interact with their devices and apps. For users, this means interfaces that feel more personal and alive. For developers, a toolkit to craft more compelling, distinctive experiences. And for the broader tech industry, a renewed focus on design that connects on a human level. In the coming weeks, all eyes will be on Google's official announcements. Whether you're a developer eager to experiment or a user excited to see these new designs in action, one thing is clear: Android's future is about to become more expressive, colourful, and emotionally resonant than ever before.